Okay.
Do you search out fat friends?
Do I what?
Like search out fat and ugly friends so you look better?
Are you saying all my friends are fat and ugly?
No, just me.
If you're listening.
Well, I'm your only friend.
That's not true, you fuck.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
How the hell are ya?
Oh, you talking to me or them?
Everybody.
I hope you're feeling like I'm feeling.
Run down.
I feel like.
Don't judge our appearance. I'm looking.
Don't judge my appearance. Don't judge like me talk. Like don't judge anything about me because
It's a no judge zone. We listen and we don't judge.
I mean, I listen. I judge.
Matt
but
stays
I won't
judging.
It's true.
He does.
I can't help it.
If he's like, you could tell me anything. You can.
You
but
can.
just prepare.
I won't say the judgment out loud most of the time.
But his face will have it all over him.
Yeah, I really do try to like control my face.
You're trying.
Yeah,
It ain't
It
working.
depends if I'm comfortable with you. Like you, I'll show you. I'll tell you how I feel.
He does.
Yeah.
Stage judging.
Oy vey. Jeez Louise. Well, Happy New Year, y'all.
Happy New Year.
2025. Still makes me want to throw
Yikes.
up.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Same.
gross.
People born in 2000 are going to be
Kaylee.
25.
That's
Mid-20s.
That's insane.
Right?
That's insane.
I know.
Do you know I went to the gas station the other day, and I had to get something, and I needed, like, you had to be over, I think it's 18, maybe 21, I don't know. And the guy was like, "Can I see your ID?" And I laughed.
Don't be one of those.
I was like, "Oh." And he's like, "I'm just trying to do my job, man." I was like, "No, that's not what I'm saying." I'm like, it's just been a very long time since I've had to show someone my ID for something that's not, like, I don't
Remember
know.
when I got Botox and then like the week after they asked for my ID and I was like, "Here you go." I was like, "It's working,
Girl,
baby.
they was
It's
just doing their
working."
job. But yeah, wow.
That was always awkward though. I have a little story time. When I was a server and I would have to ID, like there would be like a young person at the table with their parents. And I'm like, "You look 17, so I have to ID you, but I can't just ID you."
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Can I see IDs?" They're like, "Oh, we're hitting the lottery today."
Oh,
and I'm
God.
always like, "Fuck my life. I don't really give a shit about your ID, you 55-year-old Karen.
I know your grandma.
Boxed eye."
Box.
Garnier.
Damn. Tell us how you really feel.
I just did.
Oh my.
Yeah.
There is nothing wrong with a box dye.
No, there isn't, but
But
show me your ID. Shut up.
oy vey. Yeah, I don't know. And nowadays it's like all they gotta look for is the 19.
I know.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
We were born in the 1900s. We were.
Okay, the late.
Still.
Jeez Louise. Well, we made it through the holiday season. Barely.
You kidding me?
Like, woo! Congratulations, y'all. You made it
Yeah,
through.
if you made it through. If you didn't,
If you didn't,
we get it.
R.I.P. But, yeah, you made it through. And now, welcome to the shittiest time of the year.
Oh, I know.
When it's like you gotta get back to, like, regular life. This is the worst part of the year.
Regular life, dead trees.
Dead trees.
Fucking slushy ground.
Yeah, now the snow is just annoying when it's
Now it's
down.
just dirty.
Yeah.
Clean your snow.
It's, yeah. Yo, honestly, I hate dirty snow.
It gives me the ick.
Like,
so much.
that's why. That's part of my thing with, like, spring, too, is because it sometimes snows and then the snow is, like, muddy. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's so gross. Ugh.
I remember at my old job, the owner once told the groundskeeper while I was there, "Can you just clean the snow? Like, can you just take the hose?" And in the moment, I'm like, this motherfucker
Are you
is
fucking stupid?
batshit crazy. And he is. Like, city guy thinking, just, like, clean the snow, run the hose over it. And I don't agree, but I do understand the despise for dirty snow.
If I was that guy and he asked me to clean the snow, I would just piss in the snow. Clean that up, bitch.
Yeah.
Ugh. Fucking idiot.
I know. Fucking people. What?
I don't know. That was so out of like left field, and now I'm like, I fucking hate that guy. God damn, Kaylee, got me off track already.
My bad.
Boy, but yeah, no, this time of year, hate it. It's like, because normally I'm like off Christmas, New Year's time. Like I don't work a lot. It's not busy for me. And then having to like go back into it.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to it.
I
really am not. And it's like it's cold outside, all that stuff. I don't know.
It's dark so early.
Yeah. I'm not into
Fuck
this.
the sun.
I'm not into this.
She's going to bed early too soon.
But she ain't even producing that much heat on us.
I know.
I'm not kidding, guys. We're not stupid. We know how this works.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, so I don't know. But congrats. You made it through the holidays.
You made it through.
I don't know if I did. I'm here, but I'm here. I'm queer.
Physically here. I don't know if we're mentally here.
I'm not mentally here. I still don't know what day it is. What's the date? I don't know.
Same.
I don't fucking know. Oy vey.
Something, comma, 2025. That's all they got.
Yeah. You think.
Remember back in school, like in the new year, you would always fuck up the year?
Yeah. I don't have that problem these days.
Back in school, I was saying.
I know.
Not now.
But like, I used to.
When you were like handwriting.
I think at my old job, I always had that issue, but I used to write a lot. Now I'm just on a computer all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I do, with like my line of work, especially with like sales and like payments and stuff like that, I'm always in a different year.
I agree with that. Yeah.
So like if I'm emailing a current this year client, I mainly will mess up the year we're in with the following year. So like last year, I used to always end up typing 2024, especially on like your deposit for this contract is due in, I don't know, 3 days. And I would always put 2025. And I'm like, really
and then when you get into the season of like the third year being involved, that's just a shit show.
Yeah. You know, I'm not good. That's why I really don't know where I am or like what day it is.
Where I am.
It is. I'm just a lost bitch
Where
walking
am
around. Oof. I'm like Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz.
Stupid. With the red shoes.
I'm dumb as hell, but my shoes are nice.
They sparkling.
Where my dog at?
In there.
Don't get him started.
You just started.
He just settled down. Don't look. Oy vey.
So I love that we did everything we said we were going to do this holiday season. And by everything, I mean absolutely nothing.
Yeah. That was my follow-up right now. Like, what did we do?
Nothing.
But
we watched holiday movies.
We did watch holiday movies.
We listened to way too much Christmas music.
Yeah.
We never went to the city.
That we didn't do, which I'm kind of upset about. But...
I mean, we went Christmas shopping, but we didn't go like window Christmas shopping in the city.
I was a bit more festive this year than I had been in previous years, which I wanted.
Yeah, I agree.
Although, I don't know. I'm a little stressed with some stuff.
I stay stressed.
The holidays? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it's like the line of work we're in, but
What?
I don't know. Like Christmas, we're like opening presents and like it's me, my sisters, my parents, my nieces are there. And so like obviously we like the kids are opening the presents and we're like watching them before we all like the adults open their presents. And all I'm thinking is like, hurry up.
Oh.
Hurry up. My one niece kept like getting up to hug everyone after every present that she opened. And I was like, save it for the end. Save it for the end.
We're sticking to a timeline.
Yeah, the timeline. And then just like, you know, with dinner and
don't even get me started.
Wrangling people. Because I'm a very timeline-based person at work. And yeah.
No, I'm the same way. Even though Kaylee is notoriously late. I know. We all know this about Kaylee. At the same time, when it comes to events, I'm timeline.
Yeah.
Like, I want every minute, every hour fucking planned.
Yeah.
And if we're deviating, I'm not good.
Yeah.
So I was fucking stressed to the gills on Christmas. When I saw you on Christmas, when we finally got down to Matt's parents' house, we brought the food that we made, like everything we had to bring down. I see Matt outside. He's like, hey. I just start bawling my eyes out.
She's crying. I'm with my niece.
Yeah, you're...
And I'm like, oh, go inside real quick. I was like, okay, we're going to go to my house. Why are you crying right now?
I'm like, I don't know. I'm just overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Oh,
At least it wasn't me
God.
crying, because that type of cry, if
True.
I was crying for the same reason you were crying, I would be angry. Like,
And
I'd be fucking, like, saying shit to people. Like,
there was nothing I was necessarily like mad or upset about either. I just felt this this wave of feeling overwhelmed in a short period of time. Like everything
Which-
was going so fucking good that day.
Yeah.
Like I woke up way too early.
way too early.
Way too early. Couldn't sleep, but meaning I got shit done early, cleaned the whole house, had time with Josh. Like we were doing well. And then the second everyone came over, it was still great, but it was just crunch time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh fuck, like the prime rib's taking longer. I have to reheat this shit. I still have to get changed.
Mm-hmm.
Just like everything was
Yeah.
all colliding at once.
Yeah, that's how I felt at my parents' house. Which, like, honestly, we're pretty chill about all that stuff anyway. Like,
Oh, 1000%.
we're not like, oh, stressing. But just the, like, getting everything done and, like,
and
being in the
wrangling
kitchen.
everyone too.
Yeah.
Wrangling everyone's on my end. I felt like the most work of like, okay, like we
Yeah.
have to get down there, we have to move, we have to
Yeah.
relocate.
The only wrangling I felt like I was like, yo, if y'all don't do this right now, I'm going to flip shit, was when it was time to eat. And I'm like, everyone, go make a plate right now. And then it's like,
we switched up. We
yeah.
switched up.
Then my dad's like, oh, I'm going to be the last. And I'm like, no, you're not, because your seat is trapped over there. Go
Right.
make your plate and sit down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, I'm not. But I'm the same way where I'm like, I'll be the last one.
Oh, so
like,
am I.
does anyone
So
need
am
a
I.
drink? Do you need
Yeah,
salt,
yeah.
pepper? Like, what? Anyone need anything?
I want to be the last to sit down,
Yeah.
knowing that everyone has everything.
Yeah.
So then when I sit down, no one's like, oh, I forgot to get this, I forgot to get that.
Yeah.
And then it's like
I'm
musical
also
chairs.
the last to sit down because I'm also going to be the first one to finish. Like that,
Right,
I'm just
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
quick
yeah.
about all that. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's my thing timeline wise. I don't know what.
It was great, but to Matt's point, working in the industry in which we do, it adds a layer of unnecessary stress.
Yeah,
Where we're stressed because what we do in a living relies on a timeline.
Mm-hmm.
So then we're trying to enjoy and be in the moment, but in the back of our head, we're also like, okay, there's only 5 more minutes left of opening up presents. Enjoy, have
Yeah.
fun, but like, hurry the fuck up.
well, that's also like with presents. It's like, just give me the wrap. I became the dad with the
I
garbage
was
bag.
Same.
Somehow I was the guy with the garbage bag,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, give it to me. Don't throw it. Just hand it to me. Like.
Don't get me started with the mess.
Oh, yeah, no, the mess of opening Christmas presents. This is why. Don't put bows. Don't do all that, because it's just more mess.
No.
It's more mess.
I can't deal with it. It gives me so much. That was weird. Sorry. It just like.
Did your microphone scare you?
No, it like fucking shocked my ears.
Oh.
I don't know what
Oh,
it
the
was.
noise?
Yeah.
Oh.
So much anxiety, so much stress. I don't
Yeah.
like the clutter of it all, and I want to get it, not get opening up presents over with quickly, which sometimes I do, but in this case, I wanted to get like the mess over with as quickly as possible. So I was just, someone would like open a gift, I'm like, let me help you, throw it in the trash,
Yeah. I was between my mom and my sister, and they'd start opening, and I would just like,
like take the
help
bottom,
them,
and
like,
yeah,
"Oh, I got
same,
it."
same.
yeah, the holidays are stressful.
They're stressful.
Which also, like, yeah, I don't know. That's why the next couple days after
dead
Christmas,
to the world.
dead. I didn't want to get off the couch. Josh trying to get me to go to your house. I'm like, sir, am on the couch.
Yeah,
like,
no.
this ain't happening. The most I did that day was get my car serviced.
Yeah.
Which that pissed me off. But yeah, I'm
When he
dead to
called
the
you,
world.
I was like, leave him alone.
Well, and I was like, I
'Cause
know.
no
I
offense,
talked to Kaylee
I'm
like
also
an hour
like
ago.
vibing, chilling. Not
Yeah.
that like you coming over would change that, but I'm like, I'm dead to the
But
universe
like,
as well.
I also know if we are like planning to hang out,
Yeah.
we've talked about it.
Oh,
or like
totally.
we know the plan. So when
We're
Josh
the ones
calls, I'm like,
communicating.
in my head, I'm like, did you clear this with Kaylee? Because is she in the mood for people to be here
I'll just
right
be
now?
like, who are you calling? I'm
Yeah.
calling Matt. I'm like, okay.
No, but yeah, I'm dead to the world still.
Yeah.
Still,
Yeah.
I'm working
I've
through
been
it.
binging Criminal Minds, changing up the scenery from Christmas movies, Christmas carols,
Yeah.
all that bullshit.
I only watched outside of your house, I think I watched 2 Christmas movies here. One was a gay Christmas movie.
And one was Family Stone.
And one was Family Stone. Yeah. Which
Yeah.
that I saved for Christmas Eve, because this was the first Christmas Eve in many, many years that I didn't have to be somewhere. Like normally in years past,
we go to my
recently
house.
we went to your parents' house, but before that, like I'd be at work or stuff like that.
Right.
This year I had Christmas Eve and I had already like wrapped all the presents. I did it. I was like, I'm just going to be on the couch with the vibe of the Christmas lights and watch the Family Stone, which, do you know there's people out there who like hate the Family Stone?
No.
Yes.
How?
I got caught up in a TikTok.
No.
Yes.
The Family
And I
Stone.
was
How do you
reading.
hate it?
That's what they were like. The people. Blah, 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 blah. I don't even know the words because
How do you hate the Family Stone?
Yeah, they hate it. Like they think
Wow.
everyone in that movie is like a horrible person, and I'm like, that's character,
That's
like
like the
development and growth, like,
and also like realistic. Let's be honest.
well, that's what a lot of people.
do you think
in the comments
everyone's
were
like
saying.
the
McAllisters?
Yeah. I was gonna say McCanisters. I was like, that's not right.
But that's what a lot of people in the comments were saying. Like, now they're just real. Like, this
They're
is
just-
how real people
this is family.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. I wanted to watch it again, but I was like, no, just save it. Because
Yeah.
I mean, I do watch that
I watched it
movie.
Christmas Day
Did
while I
you?
was cooking. Yeah.
I will also watch that movie a couple times throughout the years.
So another thing that irritates me on Christmas or like surrounding the holidays is this is gonna sound so fucked up.
I'll just say it.
When you receive a gift that you don't necessarily love, you can still appreciate it. Don't come for me. Like
Don't come. You all think this.
I
Like,
know,
everyone
exactly.
thinks
Like,
this.
Stop with your bullshit. When you don't necessarily love, but you have to react like you love, like you got to put on a show. Because I'm an awful fucking liar. I'm bad at lying.
Yeah.
I'll try to lie, like to Josh, and then I'll be like, just kidding, I didn't take out the trash, or I didn't check the mailbox, or something stupid
Well,
like
also,
that.
you set yourself up, not to deviate away from what you're trying to
Yeah.
tell us, but you set yourself up, because all the time when you are like telling the truth, you're like, I swear on Penny and Chance.
True. And then when I lie,
So
I
if the
can't.
girl doesn't say she's swearing on Penny and Chance, she's lying.
True.
She's
If
lying.
someone asked me, it'd be like, you really love it, swear on Penny and
Yeah.
Chance?
If you out in the streets and you see Kaylee, ask her if she swears on Penny and Chance.
I'd trip
You
and
ain't gonna
fall,
have
make a
any.
scene. I'd make a scene. I'd figure out. I'd pretend to have an asthma attack. I feel like someone's calling. Like, I'd get the fuck out of there. Dodge. Get out of Dodge.
Oh, God. Okay, go back
But
to
yeah,
what you're
you
saying.
know, when you got to put on a performance, like, oh my God, I love this. I can't wait to wear it. Or like, if it's not something wearable, like something in the house, oh, I can't wait to host people and show it off.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a fucking bad liar, so I hate that shit.
I don't know if I have that problem, though, because I don't. In most of those things, I'm reactionless all the time. Like, I don't know if I've ever opened presents outside of being a kid and being like, oh, wow. I'm just opening the which is also why I appreciate. What's your face for?
No, I'm thinking don't worry.
I
you
also,
fucking question
I was
it.
like, are you giving me dirty looks right now?
No.
I love when everyone opens presents at the same time. Like, I don't want to sit and watch
Same.
people open presents.
Oh,
I don't
I
want you
should
to
have
sit and
added
watch
that.
me.
I should have added that. That's
Like,
fucking weird.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like when there's a family and like one person's on the stage opening up all the gifts. I don't have time for that.
That's so weird.
I don't have time.
Yeah.
Like if you're a family of 6 and everyone has like, get over the moment. You know, it's fucking Christmas.
Yeah.
Next year it's going to be Christmas again, and then it's going to be Christmas again. Like,
Also, that's
it's
what
not a
birthdays are
once-
for.
Exactly. Like, get the
Or
fuck
baby showers. Like,
or bridal showers, or like, I don't know, when
Sorry.
you're in prison receiving gifts, like, you got time for that.
prison.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm not good at it, but I also just feel like
I'm good
I'm
at
not
it
a
when it's
reactor.
genuine. I'm not like a overreactor, but I do like to make a comment. Like, oh, if like I love these, like the PJs my mom got me with Penny and Chances
Yeah.
that I wore last episode. I really love those. So I like made a point to explain how much I love them.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean every single gift, like every chapstick I fucking open or Aquaphor or face mask. I'm not going to make a goddamn show about it.
sweater, you know.
Yeah. You fucking bitch.
Yo, I love. Okay, Do you know what I love?
What?
This is bad. It's not bad, but I know y'all do this too. I love the
I know what you're gonna say.
like debriefing
I was just about to say.
at later on Christmas
yeah.
night. Like after dinner and then after dinner. I love the debriefing.
Like no matter what time it is, when Josh and I go to leave, Matt beelines it to our house with us. It was like, okay, so.
But even that, like you guys have stayed at my parents' house.
Oh, we do 2 debriefs. Yeah. We do a debrief with Ed, Cindy, and Matt. And then we do the debrief with just Matt. Yeah. It's amazing.
Oh, it's so good. Because it's like, it's going through the motions of the day. It's going through presents that everyone got. Totally. Like, this time was so good, though.
Shout out to Aunt Cindy, though, for getting me one of my favorite gifts.
What did she get you?
She got me the recipe. I'm
damn
obsessed.
Recipe box.
I love it.
She got that. How long ago did I tell you? Because it was
like
November. She's like, I got this for Kaylee.
Yeah.
I had it made. And I was like,
I know. I love it.
And then I was nervous. I was like, it's going to go with our home decor.
Bitch. It's perfect. I even showed her the tattoo on my leg, my sunflower.
Did you?
I was like, do you know how much I love sunflowers?
Oh my
I had to like rip my shoe off in the middle of dinner. Take my sock off.
Oy vey.
We get comfortable.
Yeah. Well, that's the other. Remember, you were like, I'm just going to wear the PJs. I was like, you've worn the PJs the last 3 days in a row.
I did.
And then you came down stressed and you're like, okay, I have to go change. And I was like, you really don't.
And I was like, I'm changing.
Oy vey. See, that's the stuff on Christmas that I'm like, That's what I want.
Yeah.
Forget about the presents, all that stuff. I love the debriefing.
The debrief, yeah. Give me the drama.
Yeah. Oy vey.
Do you know what?
Go.
No, you
go. You go.
No, it's okay.
No, you go.
No, I'll save it for later.
Is it shady?
Yeah.
Say it.
Do you know what I also love?
What?
Is when you plan for a family to do like a Zoom.
Kaylee.
Or like a Google Meet with like everyone in your family. Because we have family that lives like far up north in New York. We have family who lives down in Florida, who's basically the matriarch. And, I just love when someone, part of the family, plans to do like a really big Zoom Google Meet so everyone can see each other on Christmas. And then life happens, but they fail to tell the one person who would be, heartbroken that it doesn't happen.
Okay, I don't really appreciate the shade.
Why?
Because, bitch, life got going, and I was unable to arrange it. All right, so...
But my favorite thing is that you got called out.
Yeah, I sure did. All right, I'll set the stage, and then we can get back to being called out. So, it was like Thanksgiving, and so I have family. Like,
do you have family?
I have family. I have car.
I have hat.
Or I have purse. I don't know why I said car. I meant purse.
I was gonna say.
So, yeah, I have family that lives like 6 hours away up north. My aunt lives in Florida. My estranged uncle lives... I think he says he lives in North Virginia, which isn't like... He thinks that's a state. But, so...
Forgot about that.
Yeah, it was like Thanksgiving, and it was... at my parents' house, my parents, my family, Josh, Kaylee, Josh's parents. Like, yeah, that was Thanksgiving. And so I was like, oh, we should, like, do a Zoom for Christmas and, like, get all the aunts and uncles and cousins and all that stuff on the Zoom. And so I was like, all right, I'll plan it for Christmas. So my dad is talking to his sister, my aunt, who's the oldest.
And she's, like, the matriarch of the family. Is that a good description or no?
I mean...
I don't even know what that word really means. I'll just hear
girl,
it on TV
don't
shows.
even... I'm not going to roast you. I'm not going to roast you right now. I mean, she's the oldest female. They're, like... my grandparents are all gone. Like, Yeah.
She's like the glue of the family. Kind of.
I mean, she don't have no problem checking a bitch.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, like, everyone in your family
talks to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, she's the one that, like, talks to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
even the other... I forgot the other...
I was going to say, but I wasn't going to bring it up.
Ooh, geez, not this family tree.
Prison pictures.
So, yeah, she talks to everyone. So my dad was talking to her and said like, oh, Matt wants to do like a family Zoom for everyone. And she's like, okay, like, yeah, let's do it. I just don't know how to do that. So, because I think she's in her 80s now, her 70s, late 70s.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know how to do that. But so someone's just going to have to like call me and tell me, what to do. So lo and behold, didn't I elect Becky to arrange this when we were on the phone that night after Avery's party?
Oh, I think you
I feel like I tried to pass the torch on to someone else to arrange it.
That was a night, though.
But I think we were all drunk at that point.
I fell asleep on the street.
Yeah. Kaylee passed out like normal. So, yeah. Was going to do it. And then I spoke to one of our cousins. Let her know, like, vaguely about it. But then I never followed up. And never, like, sent a message to, like, the cousin group chat that we have.
And even though I put Matt on fire for this, I do understand because, like, the day before Christmas Eve, Christmas, like, shit was just fucking...
There was a lot to do.
It was crazy.
So, lo and behold, we don't end up on a family... on a family FaceTime or Zoom or whatever. Although we did FaceTime with our one cousin's upstate.
Yep.
But no one gave an update to Aunt Lil. And normally Aunt Lil calls everybody on Christmas and like passes the phone around and we all talk to Aunt Lil.
Which I can't believe we didn't like really realize that didn't happen.
Well, because it's always chaotic though.
Yeah.
Not her calling, but like everyone's at the house
itself,
at that because she waits until like after she knows we like ate dinner.
Finished dinner.
So like it's a little chaotic. But so no one tells Aunt Lil. Aunt Lil doesn't call. And now what was it like 9:30?
Yeah, we were having the first debrief.
Yeah, we were
with
Ed
Matt and his parents. And what was it, Ed or no? It was Cindy's phone rang, and then she doesn't answer it in time.
Yeah,
and then she calls back. It's on speaker.
But when she's calling back, Ed also checks his phone. And has a voicemail. His phone never rang, but he had a voicemail. I remember he made me listen to it.
Yeah.
And so I'm listening to it, and she's like, "Hi, I'm just wondering. Nobody ever called me for this Zoom. Like, what's going on?"
Yeah.
So then
Matt like fucking vanishes into the living room while Cindy's on the phone.
Yeah.
And Matt's like double checking, like listening to the voicemail, like figuring out how to set it up.
I tried to set it up within like 2 minutes.
He's shitting bricks.
Like, should I call the rest of the family?
Yeah. And then we ended up blaming it. Cindy started this. I think she thought it was true. And I was like agreeing with her. Where she was like, yeah, I think Matt tried to FaceTime. I think she actually thought you tried to FaceTime her. I think Matt tried to FaceTime you. And she's like, well, I have an Android. And Cindy's like, that must be it. And I was like, yeah, Cindy. Tell her.
Except she don't know.
She thought she was telling the truth.
She thinks she's telling the truth at this point. Yeah. So then we end up, she couldn't figure out. I was like, okay, let's just do it right now then. Like, just, but we couldn't figure out how, because we all have iPhones, how to do that. So I ended up getting my computer and Facebook Messenger. I don't know how to phrase this.
The video of that.
Video call through Facebook. And Aunt Lil, first off, just the way that she was like all up on the couch, like just living her best life.
She was comfy.
She looked like a badass bitch.
She did.
I was like,
she is a badass bitch.
She is living right now.
She called me out.
Yeah, Kaylee was not on camera, but her hands were on camera. I didn't realize,
because as you guys can see, I constantly play with my hair. Mm-hmm. So I was doing that, not realizing. And like towards the end of the call, she's like, whose hand is that I can see in the corner, but I can't see their face? And then you, Ed, and Cindy are like, it's Kaylee. She didn't follow the rules and didn't go into the screen. I'm like, motherfucker. Hey, nothing against Aunt Lil. I'm awkward during, we talked about this wedding video calls.
But yeah, so, I fucked up.
Yeah.
It was a good idea. But then also, like, we don't talk to, the family's bigger. There's like,
it's a big family.
And it's like not everyone talks to each other.
Mm-hmm. There's family dynamic.
Yeah, I'm like very busy a lot of the time with
Yeah.
work. Like work overtakes my life. So I don't like talk to people as much as like other people. So,
Right.
so I was like, is it weird if I reach out like saying, oh, let's do this? It's, you know.
But it was nice we involved Aunt Lil in the debrief.
Yeah. I don't even remember what we talked about on
Oh.
there, but we can't talk about it on here, y'all.
No, we can't fill you in.
Yeah. Oy vey. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a good debrief, though.
That was good.
The first and the second one. Mm-hmm. Oof, oof, oof. Jeez. Do you know what else is crazy?
No.
And I don't think about this often, but with kids, what's this called? Spoiler alert, trigger warning. If it's not a trigger warning, if you got kids listening right now, turn this down. Don't let them listen to this
Yeah,
next part.
earmuffs, yo.
Santa is real for them bitches.
I keep forgetting. I always forget.
Yeah,
I gotta watch myself.
yeah.
Did I tell you about my friend? I asked, I was like, does your son still believe in Santa? This is like a month ago or something. She's like, well, we were watching a movie the other day that like allured towards the fact that he wasn't real. And he turns to them and he's like, see, I told you. And they're like, what are you talking about? Just a movie. And he was like, no, last Christmas I was sleeping and Dad came into the room and woke up Mom and said, it's your turn to finish wrapping the gifts. I'm done for the night. And that's like so them. And I was dying laughing. And I was like, I totally forget that like kids remember
Yeah.
or kids think Santa's real. I gotta watch myself.
Yeah. What age did you realize Santa wasn't real?
I was young. I don't even know. I was on the young like cusp.
I was like 6.
Yeah, I was like around.
I was very
I was
young.
young.
When
I remember
was...
my friend like telling me,
Uh-huh.
and I already thought it because we found all the gifts in the closet downstairs in my parents' house.
When I was younger, we used to go to my mom's side of the family on Christmas Eve, and we found my cousin, who's a year older than me, we found all the presents, and my investigation started early in life. We analyzed the presents that were out at the time, the handwriting on the tags, with the tags on the ones signed from Santa. Figured it out.
Fucked up.
Yeah. But I remember I was young, and every Christmas morning after we opened presents, I used to go up to Josh and Becky's. Mm-hmm. And I remember my mom be like, remember, this is what you tell them you got from Santa.
What, did they still believe in Santa?
I don't know, but Cindy was not taking a
Josh,
risk.
not being an old
Yeah.
man, still believing in Santa.
I don't
He
really know. But
would.
at that point, it's like they probably also thought that I still did, so they said stuff. So we were all,
okay.
who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, Santa real, y'all. Santa
But at the
is
same
real.
time, I get why parents say that, because once I found out he wasn't real, I was in fucking detective mode. I was like, November hit, I'm finding these gifts. We would
Yeah.
scour the fucking house. They used to have to change the hiding place every year because we would find them.
Y'all are savages.
I know.
Oh
We
my
would find them.
God. I never looked.
Oh, we always looked.
Oh my. You little badass kids.
But you know what we didn't do?
Buy presents for your parents, probably.
Okay, that's a family tradition. Don't call us out.
So, but it's true. So it's true.
I never knew that was, honestly, I never knew that was like a thing until I was older. Like we never bought, it wasn't a thing. It still isn't a thing, no offense, but they don't want gifts.
First off.
We buy them like sentimental gifts, which we just started doing. But it's always been my parents just get us gifts. We don't get each other gifts too. Like I don't get my siblings gifts. They don't get me gifts.
This is why.
We just get gifts.
And you wonder why the dog is in the will and you're not.
I am.
Girl, that dog is listed first.
I got my dad. You saw him. He started crying looking at my gifts this year.
Oh, God.
He did. He did.
Remember earlier this episode we talked about having to fake react?
Bitch, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I swear to God.
Yo.
Last
but
episode. Mark my goddamn words.
my sister also got my dad a sentimental present this year. And he started crying.
What's up with dads crying this year?
You know, it's when they get older. It's when they get older.
Yeah,
he
they get
started
more
crying,
feminine.
And he was... Yes, queen, this gift is... I can't. But he was crying, and he was crying for an extended period of time. So then my mindset went to, he's dying. He's dying. What's wrong? What's wrong? And then I told you, so that happened. I thought he was dying. And then I bought my parents a one of those screened Amazon devices.
Alexa.
So I went to set it up, and
Alexa.
Don't get that bitch going. Don't get her going. So I hate you so much. I had to use my mom's phone to set it up.
Oh, God.
And so I had to open the Safari app to go to the setup page. And the screen on my mom's Safari phone was cancer screenings. And so then I'm like, great, Ed's dying. Cindy's got cancer again. Like, I was going through it. And then eventually I was like, fuck this. Cindy, why when I opened your phone was there cancer screening on the Safari page? And she's like, I don't fucking know. She's like, it's probably an ad. She's like, I just got screened for cancer. I'm fine. I was like, all right.
No tendonitis?
No tendonitis. Also known as lymphoma. Because one time Kaylee was like, my wrist. I think I have lymphoma.
I meant to say tendonitis. I mixed up the words.
A lot. She mixes them up a lot.
And you should have seen him and Josh's face, like, utter shock and disgust. And I'm like, what? Like, I think
it's because at first we thought you were joking. And I was like, don't be joking about lymphoma.
I would never.
Because my mom had lymphoma a couple times.
I would never. And I'm like, what do you guys mean? Like, I just mean, like, I think I... And Matt's like, and I'm like, fuck, I mean tendonitis.
If this girl is going to do one thing good her whole life, it's mix up words.
Yeah. All right, so enough about Kaylee misusing words, because I'm sick of that.
Give it 5 minutes, we'll be back to it.
But the way you are on me about misusing words is the same way you're on me about...
I'm on her, baby.
That's disgusting. The way I text you sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's a double standard. Because I texted you last night asking a question.
You asked me if I still had mac and cheese. I said yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was terrified for the next hour that you were going to come to my house. What if I was over here like, I don't know, jerking off or something?
I was waiting for you to tell me.
Bitch, I said yeah. And you didn't respond.
No, you didn't say yeah. You said yes. That's so different.
Bitch. That was like a general question.
3 letters, nothing.
What would you have said? What would you have said?
What do you mean?
If I said, do you still have the mac and cheese? Would you say?
Yeah, girl.
Okay, fine. In my defense, though, it was a basic question.
Okay, but
sometimes it can... Because I'll be saying something, and then your response will be LOL with 2 L's at the end. No. Don't, first off, don't ever just LOL me. No. Mm-mm.
Don't ever just yeah or yes me. Because this is the thing.
Even if it's a question? Just a basic question? You still got mac and cheese?
You asked me a basic question the other day.
What was the basic question?
Does Josh know this guy? You were at Gabby's.
Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, am I telling this story?
This is
First
story
off,
time.
hold on. I'm going to get back to the story.
Because
we're not done with this yet, girl. Let me fix my mic. I'm struggling. Girl, first off, some messages can get a one-worded response.
Yeah.
Does
Josh
a yes or no
guy?
question.
No,
What'd you say?
he does not.
Although, because when I sent you that and I saw that response, I was like, I know this bitch is not getting fucking nasty with me right now.
That's how I thought last night when you just said yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm not going to continue.
Girl, I was sat on this couch scared to do anything.
You should tell me.
I was planning. You want to know? It really screwed up my night. Because this is a TMI, y'all, but get used to it because we get in TMI. I was going to go and take care of some manscaping items last night.
You should have
And I didn't because I was like, this bitch is going to show up and I'm going to have my fucking nutsack.
I've never showed up unannounced. Never.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
No.
I've always
You've called me at the bottom of the steps. You and Josh with shots.
No, it was before we left the house. I called you.
Yeah, thank God you called me that time because I was in my underwear in bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know sometimes I'm not even going to say it. I'll tell you afterwards. But sometimes I'll be in bed at night and I will have to like pause because I'm like, is Kaylee in my house right now?
How do you think I feel?
That's why
The same way at my house. Sometimes we gotta lock the door.
That's not true. No.
Sometimes I'll tell you a time, and I'm like, this bitch is always early. We gotta lock the back door.
Okay, but I've stopped being early. I normally now give it buffer. Even if I say I'll be there at 6, I don't show up till like 6:05 because I know you two like to be doing the little pound town quickies. Yes. Don't even play it.
It's why putting
Kim, I'm sorry, girl. Don't act like you ain't do it too, Kimmy. But I
talk about my
now
mom like
come. Your mom and I have talked about
Don't
this
say the
stuff.
word.
So I have come to your house, COME, and I don't even know where I was going. But I come to your house late now. Always give it a little buffer time. I tell you
never
this
show
time.
up unannounced. Never.
All right. Well,
Anyway, this
what are we
leads
even
into
talking
a
about?
story.
Oh yeah, into the story.
Yeah.
About
where you texted
yeah.
me.
So okay. So I told you Bethany was back in town.
Yeah.
So
Shout
Bethany and
out, B.
I went to a restaurant in town.
I think I said the word already, but yeah.
It's okay. Are you paying attention, y'all? So we went to this restaurant in town. So I get there first because I'm punctual. Just kidding, B. So I pull into the parking lot and I am sitting in my car, and this will like make more sense later. But so this truck pulls into the parking lot and parks, and in my mind I'm like, oh my god, it's that fucking douchebag who a year ago love bombed me, did all that stuff. I thought it was him.
Oh.
Yeah, you know. I won't say his name.
The one still love bombing you.
No. Oh no, not that. That's not love bombing. That's just not getting a hint.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Roger. Roger. Use your context clues, Kaylee. Pause momentarily.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, well now that Kaylee
What
knows
is
who I'm
Roger?
like R, you know?
Oh.
All right, well, now that Kaylee knows who I'm talking about, I thought it was him, and I was like, fuck. Because I remember, I'm about to tell 10 stories in one. Because remember when I first started talking to that guy, and I had said, like, oh, we talked before, and I must have, like, forgot. I never met him, but, like, we had talked, and he had said, oh, like, we were talking one day, and I had told him, like, oh, yeah, I normally go to this restaurant.
Yeah.
On, like, Fridays after work with my one coworker. And when I started talking to him last year again, and I, like, actually met him and stuff like that, he had told me how he would go to this restaurant on Fridays. Like, he'd always make an excuse to go to this restaurant on Fridays and to see if I was there. And the one time I was there with my sister, but he never said anything. And I was like, you could have just said, anyway, he's a sociopath. We don't talk about him anymore.
Fuck that guy.
But, so I thought it was him. So I was like, fuck, now I'm going to have to, like, because B also knows who this guy is. I'm like, B, hold yourself together. But it wasn't him. Anyway, so right as he gets there, he parks. He's with some other guy. This random guy. It's a random guy. So B pulls up. So B and I are going. They're also, like, going to the same restaurant, and we're, like, walking. It's like we're, like, near each other.
Yeah.
So they get to the door first. They hold the door open for us. So then B and I go in, and we're like, okay, do we want a table or do we want to sit at the bar? I'm a bar person. I don't like sitting at the tables.
Same.
So we go, bless you, or cough you, whatever. So we sit at the bar, and I'm, like, strategic about where I'm sitting at the bar because, you know, I like to watch people, but also, like, I want to make sure, like, there's 2 seats next to me in case, like, 2 more people come, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we sit at the one part of the bar, and these guys end up sitting. We're at, like, the corner of the bar. The bar's like an L. Yeah.
So you guys are here.
Yeah.
And they're, like, here.
They're right there. So we're basically next to each other.
Yeah.
But, so we're sitting there, and it's B's on the corner of the bar. So I'm facing B, she's facing me.
So you can see
So I can see them.
Yeah.
And at one point, B's like, is the guy staring? And I'm like, yes. She's like, because I can feel it. And I'm like, I can feel it too. He, like, will not stop staring. And at this point, I'm like, I think he's into you, B. Like, so I'm, like, trying to, like, make it known that we're not a couple.
Yeah.
Even though I know this boy is not B's type. Oh, I don't think he's gay. He might be gay.
No, I was
Who
saying
knows?
you were.
Oh, that I'm gay. Yeah.
You were making it clear that you're not a couple. God.
Well, I wasn't making it clear.
So much goes over your head.
I wasn't making it clear that I was gay because I don't be just doing that with anybody.
True.
Because I'll fight. I'll fight.
Jim, not in this town.
So yeah, this guy, he's staring. And the problem is that he looks really familiar.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so I go through my regular, like, okay, how do I know this guy? Did I talk to him on a dating app? Did somebody I know, like, hook up with him? Who is this guy? And I can't figure it out. And I'm like, ooh, I have to ask Kate.
Yeah.
Our cousin Kate.
Our girl.
And Bethany's like, okay, take his picture. And I'm like, it's not like like, I'm normally good at that stuff, but like I'm trying to, but the guy's staring so much
Yeah, it
that
would
there's
be too
no
obvious.
way I can do this without him seeing me do
Yeah,
it.
yeah. And imagine the flash.
Yeah. Well, that was my other thing. I made sure I turned my volume off. I would like made sure the flash was off. So then I tried to take a picture. It's blurry. B's like, I'll just take a selfie, act like I'm looking at my face. And I'm like, I don't think this is good. And so she's trying to, but like she has to like angle the camera so that she can also catch
Get
him
in.
with her. And I'm like, this doesn't work. So then I just start recording
Yeah.
on my phone, and I'm like talking and moving, but like moving my hand strategically. So I got a recording of this guy. So I send it over to Kate. I'm like, do you know who this is? She's like, he looks really familiar, but I don't know. Let me go ask Josh, who's her husband.
Her husband.
Not Kaylee's Josh.
We got
This is
multiple.
confusing. So she asked, she's like, no, we don't know, but he looks really familiar. She's like, I've watched it 10 times. I have no idea. So I'm like, all right, let me see if Josh knows. Because it seems like maybe like
My Josh.
Kaylee's Josh. Maybe they've crossed paths in like a golf sense or like
And
a
like
softball.
Josh knows everyone.
Yeah.
Like Josh, his memory is
Yeah.
insane. And he has a story with everyone.
Yeah.
Like
He's an old
he'll be
man.
like, oh yeah, I crossed paths with him at James's Deli, and he dropped his pen, and I picked it up for him, and then I found out his pen
he's
had the
old.
Mets logo, and then we talked about Santiago, and
This bitch is going off right now. She's now telling a story.
it
Good
happens.
Lord. So send it to you and Josh, or send it to you for you
Yeah.
to ask Josh, because I didn't want to be a creeper texting Josh like, Josh, who is this? But you guys didn't know, and Katie responded, no, he doesn't know. And I thought she was being like, But anyway, so I have no idea who this guy was. So we're there, they're there,
You're eavesdropping.
I'm eavesdropping. I'm like, okay, I just have to figure out his name. Like, I'm good, I can figure this
Yeah.
out. So I'm there, he's talking to the bartender. I'm picking up context clues.
And Matt's like friendly with the bartender.
Yeah, I know them too, because I
Yeah.
used to go there all the time. So I'm picking up context clues. So I got his name, I got his friend's name, first names only. I'm trying to listen to like, okay, what are they talking about? What do they do for work? Like that type of stuff. Didn't get much, but I got a name. Then we end up,
you?
yeah, I can't say it,
Yeah, no, I know.
but I got a name.
Okay.
So we end up leaving because the restaurant is like getting ready to close. So
Yeah.
they left, we left.
You knew where they were going because you overheard.
So they had made plans with the bartender to go to this other bar
Location.
in town, and then they were gonna go play some type of game at this guy's house.
Yeah.
The guy who could not stop staring
And the bar that they were going to
is right down the street from my house.
is like Matt would pass it going home.
Going home.
Yeah.
So I am like, okay, we're leaving. So they go, I see them leave, whatever, and I knew the truck. So then I leave, say bye to B. I'm driving home, and I'm driving past, I'm on the phone with Kaylee.
Well, he calls me and he first goes, "Don't you ever fucking text me like that again." And I'm like, "What did I text you?"
I forgot this. See, this.
I was like, "What did I text you?" He was like, "No, he doesn't. That's all you say." I'm like, "See, this is why I brought up the story before, because this is the way he fucking talks to me." But then anyway.
So I'm driving, I'm on the phone with Kaylee, and I pass the bar, and I'm like,
For the
ooh,
first time.
for the first time. I'm like, wait, I'm going to get the license plate. So I swear to God, I'm not crazy, guys.
He is.
I'm just an investigator. So I loop around.
He's on the phone with me. Okay, write down this.
Yeah, I'm like, write it down.
But let me go back. I'm
Yeah.
going to get the rest.
Well, so I went by the first time, and I was trying to creep, but then there was the bartender that had just pulled up and was parked next to the truck. So I was like, shit. So I only got the first 3 letters of the license plate. So then I'm like, all right, I'll loop around again. So then I looped around again. I got the last ones, had Kaylee send it to me. I got home, texted Kate, like, this is his name. But that's all I know right now.
Yeah.
So then go online. Here's where it gets weird. Go online, put in the license plate number. It says $295 is the cost of this report. So
Yeah.
I paid it. Then it showed me all the stuff, how much the vehicle was sold for, all this stupid stuff that I didn't need. And then it said, oh, to find the owner, like the name of the owner, It's $9.95. I said, you know, it's Christmas, baby. I paid the $9.95.
Oh my God.
Lo and behold, it didn't tell me the name of the owner.
Really?
Yeah. It just said possible owner 1 as the name of the... I was like, I just paid $9.95 plus $2.95. The fuck is this?
Don't we know a cop?
I mean, I do. Listen, I got to get back to like... You also know. We just got to get back in the swing. But listen, I'm still investigating. So anyway, lo and behold, couldn't figure out who the guy was. I'm now on Facebook looking at people who I think he would be mutuals with. Cannot find any type of anything. So then...
Oh, I know who to ask.
Well,
by the way.
We'll get back to it. That's after the podcast. I'll update you on this next week.
Sorry.
But anyway, shortly after that, Kate texted me. I think it was the next day. She was like, so I showed it to this girl at work.
Okay. That's who I was going to say you should show it to.
Yeah. 2 letters?
Yeah.
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 So showed it to this girl at work. She said he looks familiar. She doesn't know his name, but she feels like her parents know him because her parents also go to that bar.
Yeah.
And like he frequents that bar.
Okay.
So there's more investigating coming.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's, you know, this is listen, we do this for fun, guys.
Yeah.
But I'm like, who is this guy and why is he staring at me? Because it was.
I'm figuring it out tonight. I'm figuring it out tonight.
Oh, I went on a deep dive after Kate texted me the next day.
I have multiple people that we can reach out to.
So but she did tell me. Kate said, the friend thinks he's from, and gave me this specific town.
Okay.
So I was
nearby. Okay.
So I was looking up more shit.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I just want to know who the guy is because we
thrive
has a
off this
really
shit.
bad staring problem.
Yeah, the video is weird. Even the video, you could tell.
The video was weird.
He was creepy.
Yeah. So yeah,
I
just
forget who he looks like a celebrity too. Not like in he just reminds me of someone.
well, that could be the reason why I think he looks familiar, and now I feel like a jackass.
No. No, I know what you mean by he looks familiar. He just reminded me of because he was like going gray young. Do you know what I mean? There's like this one guy that used to be engaged to Lady Gaga.
Oh my God, what's his name? Taylor something?
Yeah.
Kenny?
Yeah.
Oh, that
Doesn't
man.
he kind of
I used
like
to be
gross?
Sorry.
But do you know what I'm saying? Doesn't he have like?
I don't necessarily agree with this because he has a different hair color, and I think maybe the video just made it seem like the hair color was different than what it was.
Okay, that could be.
Yeah, but yeah, so you know, investigating that.
That's it. Yeah.
So yeah, listen, I'll pay the $2.95. You need to know someone and only has a license plate. Yeah. Oof. Jeez. Well, I hope I didn't creep anyone out because it's not like in a creepy sense.
Constant creeping.
I mean, creeping and creepy are 2 different things. They're 2 different things. Creep in.
Creepy.
Creep in.
Creepy. Both. Ty?
No.
Okay. Anyway,
we'll see if we're here
we're
next
gonna fight
week.
off camera.
Yeah, we are.
As per
Anyway,
usual.
why don't you take us home, baby? Take us home.
Thanks, y'all. I don't know how to say the ending credits, but that was that.
Shocker. She'd be like, we are on InstaFace and
Facecam.
Yeah. Jeez Louise. All right. Well, that's what we got for you guys. We got to go work some shit out. We got to go
fist fight.
Not physical. I'm a verbal fighter, baby.
Yeah, we know.
I don't get physical.
Every time I put my hands up, you get all.
Because the one time you black out when you start swinging. We were like fake boxing. I had on oven mitts. This bitch went so hard. I was like, stop.
Don't get me fucked up.
Well, because I can't hit you back. It ain't
You
fair.
good.
And then what?
911. Lock your ass up.
Jesus. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
This Call Me Crying. We'll call you next week.
Yeah.
Happy New Year again.
2025, y'all.
Woot woot.
Okay. That's a millennial in him. Bye.
Bye, guys.